back. Hi, Voodoo. Yeah. Hi, Mucky. Hi, Octavius. Hi, guys.
Hey, where's Mucky?
I see Mucky.
I don't know.
I
haven't seen him for ages.
Outbreak localized in nearby event. Continue normal operations. Sounds about right, eh? Sounds
I don't get it.
Right. Trying to get the songs that we didn't get to listen to yet up first. Okay, so we listened to the first Kraka song, Stealth. And so the next one we're going to be listening to is It's a Thing. Oh, that spells things for me and Aqua. Oh no. Oh no. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. So, hello everybody. We're here for session 8 of Time of the Wolf. We're really excited to get back into it. Oh my god, what have you done to Aldous? You know what? The production budget, ran out a little bit, so Aldous is a chair now. The chair is our DM. Don't think on it too hard. The chair is excellent. We have full confidence in the chair. It's a thing. Howdy, hi, Redneck Jedi. Oh, Evolve, thank you so much for... We have a Twitch baby! Evolved Wagon Chaser? Or Penny Evil?
Penny Evil.
Penny Evil. We have
better and accurate.
Yeah, Penny Evil is our Twitch baby. Thank you so much, dude. Hey.
No.
Silence.
So I don't have my character sheet open because Tori's on my keyboard.
As opposed to where
that's
she
no
is
excuse.
normally?
I was gonna say it's actually the best excuse I've ever heard.
I was
Anyone
gonna say
else
she's
smell
really
nerve?
cute.
No.
She's really settled.
Yeah.
I
The
can't
mayor
move her.
has been slain by an evil cat demon and can no longer take part in the campaign.
He's such a cute cat demon. He's the cutest. Oh no!
Smell
Don't
nerve.
leave.
Is Max
Accept my
here?
love.
Was the cat demon after the mayor or Humphrey?
Uh-oh. What are you downloading?
What
Amy, what are you downloading?
The cat demon doesn't care.
Is she
The cat
downloading or
demon
is she
made-
uploading things you don't
It's
want?
about
The cat
stream.
demon has made an infernal pact for grant power in return for snuggles.
Yep.
Penny Evil Wagon. I like it. I don't know. Penny Evil is always a good one. Why do you do this every time? Why? I ask you over and over and you say you're just fine and then I hit go live and you're suddenly like, I needs everything. Well, anyways.
Is she talking to herself right now?
Yeah. I'm
Your
so
daughter demands attention
indecisive.
from
No,
a live
I'm not.
audience?
I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah. So weird.
Mm.
I don't know
Yeah,
where
so
she
weird.
gets it from. It's like out of left field.
Mm.
I've never in my wildest dreams, so
Mm-hmm.
demanding.
Mhm.
To my future
Don't
self.
forget, if you like the stream, to like and subscribe.
So what we'll do is if we're gonna jump into going into, for anybody who's new here, we like to start off with, or at least I'm trying to get into the habit of starting the stream off with everybody introducing themselves and who they are in this campaign.
I don't like this bit.
I know it's weird talking about yourself.
It's why
But-
she makes you do it.
But we'll start with Aldous, as we usually do.
Okay, hello. I am not a Twitch streamer. My job here is to come up with complicated plots and interesting bad guys that Aqua then one-shots, and then I have to come up with something else for the next session.
My bad.
Yeah.
Really good bad guys, too,
It's like, this will be really cool. Zap.
I got a nat 20 and now I get 20 d6 worth of damage.
Aldous is like,
I love
that's
how she's
nice.
like, I knew I would need a lot of dice,
Yeah.
writer, but I don't have enough. Like, Jesus Christ.
I made a
I
clip.
did.
No.
We're rolling ones, and she's bragging about this shit. Like,
Aqua, I made a clip of yesterday when you got all those dice, and
yeah.
the very beginning of that clip is your face is hysterical. You look like you just won the lottery. You're like, all these dice I get to roll.
Dark Aqua is literally just becoming Aqua now.
I know.
There is no Aqua. There's just nothing but Dark Aqua.
There's nothing.
There is no Aqua.
Dark
only
Aqua was
Zool.
there all.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was. I honestly, I had so much material for clipping yesterday. I didn't even get through all of it, but that was insane. So yes, what? Gosh darn it. We will move on to, actually, since we're talking about you anyways, Aqua. Go ahead and tell us about yourself.
So, since I always forget every single time and Penny has to say it for me, I'm going to start with saying that I do some art, sometimes on stream, but I even have a Redbubble shop set up where you can buy some print, some fun merch, shush you, and do stuff. I stream a variety of games. I'm going to be doing Dark Souls 3 soon, so you can come watch the Raging in Death. And
A variety of interesting murders is what she means by a variety of games.
Yeah,
This is karma, actually. This is what happened.
I was gonna say this is karma for all the people I killed in Dishonored.
Rocco, when you go to heaven, you have to face everybody that you killed, including video game characters. Do you just like?
You think I'm going to
break out
heaven after what you see?
No, that's why.
Alrighty.
Dark Aqua.
Do you want to go? I don't remember the order we normally go, but let's go Evolved next.
Hi, I'm Evolved. I play Adrian Horningshade in the campaign, our paladin, with the luscious hair that Truly is absolutely jealous of. You know, he's gotten it on with.
She's bald.
Some water nymphs.
Of course, she's jealous of it.
I was thinking before, even more so now. But yeah, I stream a lot of first-person shooters, action games, RPG games, co-op games, party games, and we talk about gameplay and strategy and details about the game, so people can kind of learn a little bit. Yeah, that's about me. Make?
What can I say? Occasionally stream when I get nagged into doing it. Spend most of my time. Yeah, spend most of my time entertaining the community, getting into legal troubles with Octavius. Do have a GoFundMe for the legal fees for that, so I don't really. But no, I just sort of hang around. I'm here because she won't let me escape. What can I say?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Kind of caught up on a thing on my screen. I don't know what to do about it. I'll deal with it later though. So, Squail. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Proper squirrel moment.
You were supposed to keep going to allow me to get lost in this stupid squirrel moment.
Too entertaining.
We're gonna actually go in from talking. Hello, everybody. We're so glad you're here. As always, this is the best part is doing this, and then your guys' enjoyment of it and your guys' inspiration from it, because I can't add it for this session, but Octavius made some badass art worth checking out in the Time of the Wolf art channel. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. It's always so good. It's so good. The songs, the art that you guys make, the silliness, it's all so amazing, and we love it so much, and we're all very grateful.
Yeah. There's some sickeningly talented people out there.
Yeah.
I spent so much time laughing at the artwork that people put out because it's fucking hysterical. The moments that they capture and it's great.
The ones from yesterday, that was so clever. That was so clever, and I was laughing and crying. I was laughing because it's
they were
funny
brilliant as.
and clever, but also crying because my hair is gone.
No more hair.
I know, it was so glorious, curly.
Truly has become Vin Diesel because this campaign is all about family.
Oh.
Oh no!
Now I do have to kill his character.
Yeah.
Oh no! Won't take much right now, actually.
I can't believe that you guys have the community challenge at 25%. I am shocked and appalled. Anyways.
Oh my God, I've just gone in art and creations and had a look at Krakus's post in there.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to scroll down because I'm about to play his song.
Mucky's so proud.
Oh God. Now I have to scroll down, you little turd. Oh no. Oh, the berry. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I have to scroll back up now. You guys, stop being so funny. Okay. All right. This is the second song that Krakus made called "It's a Thing."
It is.
Truly's got trouble, Adrian spinning her mind. She thinks she hates him, but he's starting to grind her barriers down. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more before I'm out the back door, her barriers down. He drives her crazy with his spider nonsense. Screwing a naiad caused another offence, he's such a clown. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more, he doesn't like the back door, he's such a clown. Oh, what a clown. Douche. Oh, what a clown. Douche. Oh, what a clown. Douche. Oh, what a clown. Demaya staggered, sighs incredulously. Grumbly's hungry, must be time for his tea. Don't eat his chow. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more before he slaps your back door. Don't eat his chow. Truly's casting what magic gives her a push. Head over heels in love, she's starting to gush. Don't let us drown. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more before she soaks her back door. Don't let us drown. Don't let us drown. Sploosh. Don't let us drown. Sploosh. Don't let us drown. Sploosh. Don't let us drown. Aldous sits patiently, he waits for a pause, preparing monsters and then sharpening claws. Don't make him frown. No, 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 no. Ooh. I'll tell you once more before he shreds your back door. Don't make him frown. Frown, 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 frown. Don't make him frown.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
That was very good.
Oh man. How do you come up with this? How do you do? Voodoo, thank you so much for gifting us up to Sunstrida. Thank you, you beast. You are so kind.
Wow.
Holy crap, that was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, Krakus.
Wow.
That was very good indeed.
Okay, there we go. Trying to. Okay, I think I am close. There it is. Okay, so the next one and its last one is actually by Octavius, and he made a song called Aldous Juice.
Stop trying to deny your giggity, Penny. Stop trying.
Sploosh. Oh.
Or we could go back to your
I mean, it's gonna
girlfriend's
practically like
pool
turn into
area
nurse mode and be like,
if you wanna
okay,
go there and-
you lie down there, you lie down there, you make sure you drink, lie down, stay where you are.
Yeah, whatever.
He doesn't get arrested anyone.
His mind's on music. They're very nice.
Morning boner, come on.
Alright, that was earlier. I think we need rest.
Yeah.
We're fucked up.
With so much drama in the D&D, it's kinda hard being out of this, you see. But I somehow, someway, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. Grumbly gets turned on by a big tree and make him pull out one of his big D's. 3, he be showing and the party's in trouble cause of no saving throw. I got truly horned up and getting it on with Adrian's morning with disturbingly growing. So what you wanna do? Shit, I got a pocket full of scrolls and Maya does too. So pull out the dice and roll them twice. But what? We don't love these rolls, yeah. So we could swig a pint to this. Trees up, mobs down, cause it's motherfucking ludicrous. Rolling all the teas, fucking do math, sipping another pint. Laid back, with my mind on my dungeon and my dungeon on my mind. Rolling all the teas, fucking do math, sipping another pint. Biatch, with my mind on my dungeon and my dungeon on my mind. Later on that day, the party in a fray came up to a gang that's in the way. And to badass clay of demonic tectonics that made them go, shit, this ain't no joke. They had to back up off of it, get them crouched down, hug the tree line, yeah, it's stealth mode now. But I can't be bothered, Demias Rose got her hitting up bitches like she's in Dishonored. Concerning, not for the majors on top, cause when I wrote this up, the party would die a lot. Don't be upset, chat, that's just how it goes. I don't love these rows, I'm out the dough, and I'll be rolling all the teas, fucking do math, sipping another pint. Laid back, with my mind on my dungeon and my dungeon on my mind. Rolling all the teas, fucking do math, sipping another pint. Biatch, with my mind on my dungeon and my dungeon on my
I
mind.
saw my reflection when I was watching Adrian having sex with the mermaid chick.
His mind's on healing bacon.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Wow.
That was...
So good.
Oh my, yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
Dude.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to
Nice.
listen to that again and read all the lyrics.
Yep. Yep.
Holy shit.
That was fucking
Yeah.
great. That needs to be on Spotify.
Has Tash got the right idea? Let's ban Octavius for outshining us all.
Honestly.
How
the-
dare,
You
sir? How dare?
talented
Yeah.
bastard.
Oh,
Yeah, wow.
Oh man,
That's
my balls on
amazing.
the ground. Oh man, my balls on the ground. What am I gonna do?
Not my balls.
My balls are on the ground.
That's getting sampled for the next song. You just watch.
oh
My balls. Yeah, dude, that was I'm blown away, guys.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Holy crap.
Holy
Okay.
crazy.
Well, I guess I'm gonna fumble through this thing next.
Follow that, Penny.
Yeah, I hate doing previously on, for one, and then also following something like that cool, where I'm just gonna sit here and go, oh, I actually don't remember anything, because I have the memory of a squirrel. But yesterday, we followed this dude back to town. I truly had an awkward conversation with Adrian, and tried to apologize to Demaya. And it didn't go over really too well, but then they made it into town and everything was on fire, literally, and the whole town was under attack. There was a bunch of the wolf mask creature dudes, ninjas, and then there was some goblins, I think, hobgoblins, nobgoblins, goblins,
Hobgoblins.
Nobgoblins,
Goblins.
yes, nobgoblins. And then there's like a two-headed giant holding a casket, and truly had a genius idea to make it explode him by lighting it on fire and making him explode. But like the whole team just completely like didn't support her genius, you know. Demaya ended up like blasting a hole through the giant and saving the day, but not before Adrian got beat the shit out of and had his bone tibia sticking out, I believe. Mucky started to stink. We all started to cry for reasons. We're very depressed. It's been a rough couple days. You know, life is hard. And then Truly did something really badass. And in the process of doing that, lost all her hair. And that's where we left off. She's sobbing a lot. For good reason, I would say. So now we are, and if you are wondering about the new art that's been submitted, we're not adding it for today's session. It will all be added, everything that was submitted yesterday up until the next session. That's all going to go into the next session's art cycle, because it just wouldn't be fair to to put that like 24-hour period on like any sort of inspiration. So we'll add it next time. And for those that are new here, we will be going into, once we start session, we stop interacting with chat as far as us talking to them directly, but we will enter chat and respond there when we see opportunities and such. And on that note, we will let Aldous take it away.
Did you say we're entering chat? We're going to enter chat?
I mean, that's kind of more your style.
Yeah,
that's your style there, Adrian.
Chat doesn't look watery enough. For,
that's true.
Not wet enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
some
chat. Or maybe
some of them might
welcome.
be wet. I don't know.
Get wet, chat. What? Oh.
I don't get it. Somebody's got to explain this to me. Where's 9
Explain it to you when you grow up.
I think 4.9 is working.
Oh.
So
Thank God.
we had left off where Demea had basically killed the giant. There were a number of people near the kind of the long buildings that have been set on fire, who appear to have been killed. There are you've managed to dispatch one of the ninja females with the iron masks, but one of them is still fighting. That one is currently fighting Adrian and Demea, so that one is still going. And there are sort of about 60 feet or so past where your fight is currently going on. There is the bridge, and there is still a fight going on there between some of the townspeople, some of whom you recognize and some of whom you don't, and several hobgoblins. So that fight is kind of going on the bridge at the moment. But at least for the moment, what would probably concern Adrian is the martial arts person in front of him who has been beating him up quite drastically. A little, and we are back to the top of the round, so it is Adrian's turn.
Good. Okay. So
we should have probably got health potions at some point, you know? It's like a.
Yeah, I do have health potions. I do.
Well, if you do,
I'm gonna use one.
Well.
Okay. I'm gonna use one.
Oh,
I have it in my inventory. So I will be using that. But I guess I could also just heal myself, you know, but I'll use a potion.
Okay. So you can roll 2d4 and add 2.
Okay. There we go. You said 2d4?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 3 on the first roll. And a 1, so 4, 6.
Okay, 6 altogether. Did you add the 2 to that as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. So you can go ahead.
I'll get you. I will get it for you. Yes.
Add your 6 to your hit points.
Yeah.
So you're back up to 7. All right. So, are you going to try and do anything else this turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna. We're gonna do. I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you may face palm yourself as much as you so choose.
Heal. Okay.
All right. How much are you going to use out of your lay on hands pool?
I'm gonna use 10.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
And
so
that will do it for me, I guess.
that'll do for your turn. All right. Brilliant. So, you hear the clash of swords from behind you on the bridge as the fight kind of carries on. And at that point, so Demea, you've got Adrian both like alternatively chugging potions out of a bottle and like slapping himself around the face with healing magic. You're kind of in the middle of this dark street. You've got the fire kind of on either side of you as these buildings burn. You can obviously see the townspeople fighting on the bridge, but you do have this enemy in front of you. What are you gonna do?
Oh shit! You guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't even. I think I was gone when this happened. Can we do this real quick?
Yeah.
Everybody.
We did it already. We did it without you.
I'm so sorry.
Everything we've won.
Okay.
That's all right.
We won the
and
campaign.
As you've broken the fourth wall, we might as well say, "Welcome in, Raiders." We've just literally started our session, and it's very nice to have you all here.
Thank you, much appreciated. Sorry.
I only have one action, right? Or
yes.
Unless I have bonuses.
Unless you have bonus.
Get my characters.
Yeah. You're wanting
I'm just
to
like,
Monty
I
with
can do too.
multiple attacks.
Like, wait. Okay. So as my action, I'm gonna swing my war hammer at the ninja person in front of me, or whoever's in front of me.
That's fine. You go ahead and do that.
11.
That is not going to be enough to hit.
As a bonus action, I'll use Shield of Faith on Mr. Morning Booner because he keeps getting hit.
Okay. Right. So, that's fine. At which point we go to Grumbly, and it's your turn. So, Adrian, that increases your armor class by 2, by the way. So your armor class is now 18.
Nice.
Yep. Grumbly, you're up.
Grumbly's still grossed out by the bone sticking out of Adrian's leg. And he's going to go over to heroically help his friend. No, mental image. No, Tway.
Like, I like the way that you've all like taken this whole bone sticking out of his leg thing and run with it, because like I didn't tell him that had happened at all. He just broke his own leg. Like, literally, he just decided he had a compound fracture.
We just needed bone jokes. Anyway,
it's what it is. He just wanted to make bone jokes.
No, we don't.
It's all a cunning
Don't know
plan
what
to
you're on
sell
about.
his own merch.
Self-promotion. God, so
Honestly.
tacky.
Get out of here. Just get out. Oh my god. What is this disrespect?
on with the show, everyone. God.
So,
By the way,
Grumbly's
put my
gonna.
bone in your boobs.
What? I washed
said
it.
anything.
I washed your bone. I washed it, and it's nice and clean now.
You also put a hole in it.
Well, to be fair, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Don't want to think about the hole in his bone.
Yep. Roll it. Keep rolling. We're professionals here.
Clearly.
So Grumbly's going to dive in and try and help shield Adrian from any more attacks from his ninja-y friend.
Okay, so you're into the combat. That's fine. All right, not a problem at all. That is just your movement. You move over and join the combat. You still have your action left.
Okay, I'm just going to throw up my shield and try and take some of the blows away from Adrian.
Okay, that's fine. So you're going to ready your kind of post. That is fine, not a problem. If you're not wanting to take a swing, that is.
I'd like to save it possibly for a parry. Channeling his inner.
So you want to kind of parry away from.
Yeah. So just shield up, ready for any attacks that comes his way.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can use that as your reaction, and I'll say that you can try and use that if Adrian is targeted as well as yourself. All right. So, right. So at this point, it is the turn of the one in front of you to act, and it is going to. It's going to turn its head towards Adrian, who it's been sort of slugging away with in this fight for a while now. And he's going to see that obviously Adrian has been the target of, or she's going to see that Adrian has been the target of several spells, and rather than sort of striking out with her hands to hit you, Adrian, you notice that the hands start to kind of weave some fairly sort of intricate patterns, and sort of start to kind of trail in the air, almost like kind of making symbols. And I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh no.
Okay, that's fine. You feel something kind of tugging at your senses as these kind of symbols kind of form in the air and so on. But whatever it is that you are, whatever it is this thing is trying to do, it does not seem to have been successful.
What is it? Look at that. He's throwing like symbols and stuff at me. Like just like he's drawing things in the air, like doing like finger magic.
Most definitely
she is doing finger magic.
You've been close enough and been beaten up by her for long enough that you definitely are aware. Okay. So sounds of battle continue on the bridge behind you, or bridge in front of you rather. So at this point, we reach Truly again. So Truly, you find yourself on a street in the evening time, burning buildings all around. Adrian is pointing at a strangely moving figure in front of himself, and Grumbly's trying to kind of interpose between the two of them to protect Adrian. Maya's blasting holes in giants. Grumbly smells incredibly bad. You've lost all your hair. everybody still seems quite depressed about everything, but you seem to be recovering. I mean, maybe like blasting a massive hole in a giant makes you cheer up a little bit. Yeah, that's where you find yourself, Truly. What would you like to do?
Well, so she has snot just flowing out of her nose from sobbing. She's like sitting here, like grasping her head, a little bit distracted.
Okay.
And just kind of wide-eyed looks around, sees Adrian, getting all upset over the fingering happening over there, and grumbly trying to get in on the action, of course. So she just...
There's an exposed bone, why wouldn't I?
So she's gonna do the sniffle, and she's gonna kind of get in range within like 10 feet. Can she get within 10 feet of the fight from where she's at?
Yes, she absolutely can. You're about 30 feet away at the start of your turn, so you'd be able to get more or less anywhere in relation to the fight that you want to get.
So she's gonna get within 10 feet at an angle where she's not necessarily gonna hurt her companions, and she's just kind of sadly, like a depressed look on her face, just cast poison spray over at the creature, and it's a con save of 14 for the...
Con save of 14. Can do. Well, I mean, you hope I can't do, so let's see.
Right.
That's a nat 20. So
it's a complete whiff at that point.
So your poison is clearly like the miasma of the poison you project is clearly like counteracted by the miasma of Grumbly stinking the place out, and the two smells sort of kind of combine and cancel each other out somehow.
Yeah, she's just gonna drop her hands and be like, I hate it here. I hate this.
And at that point, having cast, that's a cantrip, so it's not going to trigger a wild magic, like proper wild magic, but it is going to trigger the custom ones that have been redeemed. So I'm going to ask you to roll.
Twice.
Is it 2 that have been redeemed so far?
We have tier 1 and tier 3. I think tier 2 hasn't been done not correctly at all, right? If
okay, yeah, as far as I'm aware. Right, so go ahead and roll twice.
Let me pull you up, Aldous. Oh, well, this is gonna be... We're no longer depressed, correct?
Well,
No,
I'm going to cover that.
depressed.
I'm going to cover that in a moment.
Okay, because this is gonna be really hard to...
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Ooh! Now, do you want to roll for this one, or do you want me to roll for this one?
Tell you what, we've had that one recently, so just give me a re-roll on that one. Okay. I'm going to give you advantage on this wild magic roll. Okay. Secretly hoping for the goat again.
Goat.
Or duty.
Secretly hoping for that too.
Well, I'll let you choose between the one I just rolled and this one. You can choose between those two.
Okay. So, right. That's fine. So what we basically have is that you guys are all feeling incredibly depressed, and at that point, as Truly kind of casts this spray of poison, it's almost like Truly you kind of funnel all of these bad and horrible depressed feelings into this kind of horrible poisonous spray that you lash out at the hobgoblin. Whilst it doesn't do anything to the hobgoblin, it sort of seems to kind of mingle in with Grumbly's particular horrifying stench and counteract it somehow, and that kind of dissipates away, and Grumbly, you no longer find yourself smelling very bad, and as the hideous smell of Grumbly wafts off into the kind of the crackling smoke-filled air of the street, you feel like this gloom that's been oppressing you over the last few minutes kind of lift as well. Maybe it's because Adrian is looking so much healthier now than he was a moment ago. We're all secretly relieved about that, especially Truly.
But the hair still looks good on that.
Absolutely. And as Truly kind of stands there on the street with her kind of arm held out, and this gloom is lifting from everybody's moods, and Grumbly finds his mood is also kind of lifting, and the smell is disappearing, and he's never really noticed how statuesque Truly is as she stands while casting spells. And she's taken away this horrible smell. What a wonderful thing to have done. And Grumbly, you find yourself overcome with feelings for Truly you can't quite explain.
Witch. Asshole. Redeemed. This. So I'm kind of looking over my shoulder and noticing now magnificent hooves look.
She's not a goat.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
You look so lovely and bold.
What? I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, nothing. Just thinking about saving morning boner.
Oh, wait, what? You said, him, right, yes. You know what I was thinking about, was that berry that we ate the other day. That was actually, like, fantastic, wasn't it? Like, I honestly, what a thing. Those berries that just, they fill you up, and you have all this, like, nutrition from it. It's like, wow.
And it looked so juicy in your mouth. I mean...
Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember that mermaid that Adrian was having sex with the other day?
Naiad. It was a naiad, not a mermaid.
Oh, hey, bro. What's up with your bone sticking out?
It's a thing that I'm taking care of.
Anyways.
Just let me rub it.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, so don't rub a broken bone. What is wrong with you?
I heal how I heal. You heal, you heal. Okay, let's just.
How did you survive so long?
So,
I'm very good.
Truly appears to be, for some reason, strangely distracted and talking about berries in the middle of a combat situation. Grumbly appears to be just entirely rolling with that because he is giving her some strange looks. At which point, Adrian, we roll back around to your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to slash the fuck out of this final ninja.
Okay.
Yeah.
This seems like a fair plan.
It's gonna go well. Okay. Two-hand this long sword. That's a 12 with the final bonuses of that. That's an 18.
That will be enough to hit.
Yes, it will. And the D8. Oh no, that's a D10 because that's dual wielding, right?
It is.
Hmm. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. You fetch. So you rolled a 10. Impressive. So you fetch Ninja a fairly hefty smash across the torso, and it kind of tries to leap back out of range, but you still kind of catch it a pretty solid hit.
Hell yeah. Finally.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay. So at this point, I will be kind DM, and I will remind you that earlier on in the combat, about 2 rounds.
Oh, that's right. The
you cast Searing Smite.
Searing Smite. Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta roll for that. That's great. That's a D6, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Four.
Okay. So in addition to kind of this fairly hefty hit with your sword, what does it look like when Adrian does this Searing Smite?
Yeah. Lifts his sword above his head, and he just comes slashing down right through the middle of it. The hot wave that sears the nostrils of everyone around them.
Okay. At which point, you know, it overpowers even the kind of the smell of the fire from the buildings around you, because it's a sort of a very kind of, I suppose, like a sort of kind of pure kind of fire, as opposed to like a kind of thick smoky wood kind of fire, and the robes of this hobgoblin in front of you, where you catch them, sort of burst into flames. Okay, Demea, you're up.
All right then. So that one is still alive, right? The one that
it is
he hit.
Still alive. Yeah, that is the last one.
All right.
But
Well,
obviously there are more hobgoblins on the bridge.
Oh yeah.
I am going to hopefully hit the thing with my warhammer.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, it's gone well, I take it.
Did I get your dice rolls today and you got mine yesterday?
Apparently, you know what? I have inspiration still. I'm freaking using it. That was a nat one.
I've been there.
Oh, god damn it.
Did you roll another nat one?
No, but I know that's not enough. It's 11 total.
Okay. So that's going to be a miss. So have we got any bonus actions we would want to do?
Just throw my shield in their face.
Sadly, no.
Damn it. Nope. The man's just gonna stamp her foot like. Fuck.
That's fine. So at this point, the kind of commotion of this fight has been noticed by the hobgoblins on the bridge. Now, a couple of them are kind of wrapped up in combat with various of the townsfolk, but a couple of them are armed with bows, and they've been kind of taking pot shots across the bridge at the townsfolk in the barricade. And those ones are going to kind of turn around and start shooting back down the street towards you guys. So one of them is going to shoot at you, Demea.
Yep.
But as you're kind of lurching about, kind of swinging your hammer around the place, the arrow just kind of whistles over your head, and another one is going to shoot at Grumbly, and an arrow kind of whistles. He's so focused on protecting Adrian from this hobgoblin in front of him, like getting his shield in between him and Adrian a little bit. This arrow kind of whistles in over his guard and thuds into the shoulder of his armor.
Nice.
And at that point, this hobgoblin is going to use its martial advantage, which is basically it's so kind of well drilled and it's got really good military training, that it's kind of picked the right moment and it's picked the perfect kind of movement in the combat at which to fire its arrow, and it gets to do an extra 2d6 of damage on account of that, in addition to its regular roll. So Grumbly, you are going to take 15 damage from this arrow that has thudded into you.
Ouch.
And it is at that point, Grumbly, that it is your turn.
Am I able to take a pot shot at this thing that's just fired at me, or is it too far away?
It's not too far away, given that you have a crossbow, but you would have to put your shield away, and you are in melee range of the hobgoblin in front of you. So if you did do that, you'd lose your bonus action for stowing your shield, but you'd also be at disadvantage in taking your shot with your crossbow.
Well, I'm just going to stay in my sort of defensive stance, being as I just took a massive hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a bit of a stab at the knob goblin in front of us.
Absolutely, you can do that.
So
because after all, what better way to impress a lady than by slaying the foe in combat? Right?
Just going to show her my big D. I mean hammer. Okay, here we go. So I'm rolling for hitting it, yeah?
Yes.
That's a 20 plus whatever my thing is.
So what, you got a 20 on the dice, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Wow, okay, so you got 25 altogether. So you get to roll your damage dice for your Warhammer twice. So you get 2d8 and add 3.
Oh, that's not a good start.
Just as well you've got another one.
That's not so good either. So what am I doing? That plus...
So 2d8s and add 3.
So that's just giving me a 5 then.
5 total. Okay.
Rubbish. Rubbish dice.
Describe what it looks like when you kill the creature.
Yay, Grumbly!
No, it was truly a mighty swing of a mighty weapon.
Yay.
Oh yeah, baby. So Grumbly's obviously injured quite badly from the shot to his arm. But he's just seems to have this mammoth strength that he seems to be drawing from wanting to impress the hot tiefling, the hot, bold tiefling.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. He's inspired by the sort of the sheen on her head in the flames, and just sort of uppercuts his mighty hammer with his family cry by Grabthar's hammer, and just smacks it straight under its bottom jaw and just lifts its jaw clean off its face.
Okay, and presumably it's also smashing the mask off its face, which kind of falls to the street with a clang, revealing the kind of smashed, kind of red-skinned face of a hobgoblin underneath it, as he kind of sort of slumps on its back to the ground.
Hey, what do you think of that, babe? I mean,
Truly was not looking through that whole thing, and then when you say that, she looks over, she's like, ugh! He's missing his jaw! That's gross!
jaws, bones.
Yeah, there's a lot of bones happening around here. It's
But you're looking so kind of
hair's missing.
hot. Yeah,
my god, my hair's missing? Oh god, oh, that happened earlier. Oh. It's weird.
Why do I like bold women?
I don't feel anything shaking anymore. Oh my god, that's weird. That's a weird sensation. It's so cold all of a sudden. I'm cold. Oh. Wow. Those berries were cool. I feel full still. Hugs? Oh, we can hug. Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hug it out. And as on her way to hug you, she sees the building still on fire, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's fire! Oh my god, this place is on fire still!" She just starts walking towards the house that's on fire.
Grumbly just stops in his tracks and kind of feels very sad and fed up, but checking out her butt as she walks away, kind of just leaning into it.
Enjoy that swishy tail, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's right, girlfriend.
Okay, truly, it is your turn at this point.
There's people still alive?
Where?
I'm wondering. Is there? I've been looking at this burning house.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, no. $17 and... Oh, no. That's a 5 plus 2, so 7.
Okay, you don't notice any enemies around. You basically know that there are some people lying on the floor. That's basically all you see before you're drawn back to the fact that the fire is very shiny. There are also some noises on the bridge. Oh, hey, look, there's people fighting over on the bridge. Hey, look, there's some more fire over there. And like, was that a bird? No, I don't think so. That's about what Truly notices.
All right, so she's going to kind of start heading towards the bridge, see another fire, kind of wander towards that, see the bridge fight, kind of start walking towards that, but then she's gonna be in closer proximity, but I think that she's going to kind of focus, like she's gonna see somebody like wounded in front of her, and she's gonna be like, "Oh no, I should try and help you," and she's going to try and help somebody who's been like wounded in front of her on the floor, instead of attacking.
I mean, that would be fine, but she hasn't actually noticed anybody wounded on the floor in front of her because she is too busy looking at the bird that wasn't there in the sky.
Okay.
And thinking about, like, you know, the fact that there was, like, various bones in various places, and that's not a good thing. And then, like, and so on and so forth. So you can spend your turn essentially trying to look for wounded people, but your perception roll was so low that I'm afraid you're going to lose your action.
She's totally just like she's wandering in that direction, and she might be closer, but she's not really focused enough.
Absolutely.
And she's completely separated from her team now. Yay.
This is fine. This is fine.
So, Adrian, we're back to you. One of the rare moments where you've not been being beaten up by ninjas.
Yeah. Feels kind of weird now. Okay.
Has he fixed his bone problem?
Yeah, it's fine. I rubbed it a lot. It's good.
I'm rubbing it.
There's, what you said, 2 hobgoblins left on the bridge?
No, there are 2 that have turned around to start firing arrows at you. Now that you don't have somebody repeatedly smacking you in the face, you have time enough to focus on the bridge. And thanks to the light from the burning buildings, you can see very clearly there appear to be about 6 hobgoblins down on the bridge. There's like about 4 or so engaged in combat with a couple of figures on the bridge who are obviously being fairly kind of pushed back towards the barricade, and there are some people behind the barricade kind of firing arrows at various points into this combat and at the hobgoblins on the far side of the bridge.
Still have Searing Smite going.
You do? that's going to go for about another 5 rounds.
Hmm? If I use the crossbow, that doesn't eliminate the Searing Smite, though, correct?
I'm gonna say that it would, because you'd have to sheathe your sword. Right. So you'd kind of have to dispel it, otherwise you'd basically set your own arse on fire as you sheathe your sword.
Okay. I also don't want to charge it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's pretty much on par for this campaign that you would set your own arse on fire, but
really light myself on. Yeah.
I'm just glad I don't smell a fart anymore.
He won't allow that.
Could have been explosive.
And it's all thanks to Truly. Gee, she's a great gal.
Yeah. Check out them cams. I mean,
are any of the hobgoblins closer, like separated from the others?
No, they're basically kind of, if you imagine the sort of like the sort of pillars at the start of the wall that goes across on either side of the bridge. You basically got one on either of those firing across the river, so they don't have any cover from you, but they're in quite good cover from the other side. Right. And so they're both about 60 feet from you, essentially.
Oh shit! Well, 60 feet. I'm going to retreat back towards the others.
I mean, they're all next to you.
Oh, they're next to me.
Literally, okay, you, Grumbly, and Demea have all been fighting the same creature.
Then we're gonna just
Truly is like 30 feet in front of you at this point, because she's just been wandering around looking at shiny things.
Yes. Okay, so then we're just gonna slash away. Yeah, we're gonna target one of the hobgoblins. Slash away.
Okay, that's fine. You can reach them with a dash action on this turn, but you won't be able to attack. Or you can move up.
I'm gonna move up. Yeah.
That's fine. If you want to, you can take the dodge action, which would make you sort of slightly harder to hit if they do keep kind of firing at you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. All right, so essentially you kind of prepare yourself for kind of incoming fire, effectively, and this is going to make you slightly harder to hit, which, in addition to your shield of faith that Demea has going on for you, is going to make you pretty difficult to hit indeed. All right, and then we pass over to Demea. So what would you like to do?
So there's no one immediately around us anymore, right?
No, you basically, having slain the giant and the two kind of ninja people, there are no enemies immediately apparent around you. So the nearest ones are the hobgoblins on the bridge fighting the townspeople, who are about 60 feet in front of you or so.
Alright, I'm gonna go as far as I can to the bridge.
That's fine, so you make it about halfway.
Alright, and then I am going to yeet a guiding bolt at a hobgoblin on the bridge.
You love guiding bolt. Are you using your divine yeeting powers on one of the hobgoblins firing the arrows towards you, or one of the ones kind of melee fighting the townspeople at the moment?
She's gonna go for one of the ones melee fighting the townspeople.
Okay, that's fine. So go ahead and make a roll to hit for me, please.
Come on, dice. Listen, dice. Stop messing with me. Fuck. Oh, come on!
Nice seconds, apparently.
9.
Definitely not enough. You're still about 30 feet away, but there's like crackling sounds and flashes from the fire, and kind of, shadows moving all over the place because you've got burning buildings on either side of you, and you're coughing a little bit from the smoke, and Trudy's kind of like wandering around pointing at what she thinks might be a butterfly, but it's probably just like a spark, and you can hear Grumbly behind you sighing dreamily, and like Adrian is essentially like trying to look in his own sword to see how his hair looks in the firelight light, and it's all very distracting. So your guiding bolt kind of whistles over the bridge, which is sort of curved, and it kind of whistles high and just kind of dissipates out over the town square somewhere.
You think guiding bolt has failed me? I know we're not technically depressed anymore, but I'm depressed.
It gave you 10d6 worth of damage already in this fight. I think it deserves some time off.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
You're beating the bolt raw.
Okay, so we are at Grumbly. What are you going to do, Grumbly?
Grumbly's trying very hard to take his eyes off Truly's luscious curves. Oh no, must fight. So.
Oh, is that a frog?
What's near?
Oh my god! Wait! Oh no! Oh my god! It's so cute. It just keeps hopping. Oh my god!
Guys, look how cute she looks.
Oh my god! There it goes.
Guys, look. And he's trying not to get
hard
distracted.
to tell if this is her actually RPing or if there's a real frog in there.
Actually in a room, yeah.
I would be genuinely tickled by there being a frog on my desk. I wouldn't even question how it got there. I'd just be like, oh, a frog, yay!
My point.
Guys, look, I'm a frog streamer now.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my new friend. And the frog's just like...
So he's kind of Grumbly's going to start walking towards Adrian to help out in the fight at the bridge, and obviously try and put some close the gap between the arrow shooting knobgoblins.
Okay, so you're going to move up. You get about halfway or so.
Yeah. Keep looking over my shoulder at Truly.
Yeah, absolutely. You are a little bit slower than Demea and Adrian, so you don't quite make it halfway, but you're doing your best.
Under the circumstances.
Under the circumstances, yes, you're doing your best to sort of take kind of dwarfly, manly strides, and look dramatic, but you're focusing so much. Yeah, absolutely. Focusing so much on whether your armor looks just right that you're not quite pushing yourself as much as you might. So your normal movement will get you about 25 feet. Now at that point it's up to you what you want to do. You can kind of take the dodge action and kind of try and make yourself harder to hit, or you could take a dash action and try and double your movement and get a bit even closer. That is up to you.
I think at this point I'm going to be sort of very sort of defensive mode, so ready to dodge anything that comes at me.
Oh, so
because obviously still smarting from the shoulder wound.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's fine. So at that point, we get our two hobgoblins by the bridge again, who are firing the arrows. And they, and I think they are probably both going, seeing as they sort of they kind of take in the situation, and they see someone distracted by looking at themselves in their own sword, and they see a dwarf who's obviously struggling to keep up, and they see someone else who's like, oh look, a frog. It doesn't seem to be that much of a threat, but they do also see someone who just yeeted a guiding bolt at them. So I think they are probably both going to fire at the mayor.
Yep.
The fact that Demea is just like typical.
I'm sorry, did you miss the first half of this little portion, this little battle where I was getting bludgeoned by everything?
Yeah.
However, the first one though is obviously maybe like put off by like a cry from Truly of like squirrel just as he fires his arrow, and then his arrow kind of sails wide.
So cute. Oh my god.
And the other one is a very good shot. It kind of soars for you dead on, but you manage to kind of take it on your shield, and that one misses as well. At this point, you have got close enough that you can see that there are two figures on the bridge fighting against the 4 hobgoblins. Now, one of them you recognise. It is the landlord from the pub, who has always been a pretty brawny-looking chap, and you now see him swing an enormous axe around himself. At which point he is going to hit one of the hobgoblins for quite a lot of damage, and it is going to drop to the floor. The other guy is dressed in like a full suit of armor. You haven't seen this guy before, and he is kind of wielding a sword. He's fighting another one of the hobgoblins, and he kind of takes a big swing at one of the hobgoblins, but it kind of ducks back out of the way, and he does no damage. At that point, the hobgoblins on the bridge. The one that is fighting this guy with the sword, kind of just basically has to completely fumble its strike and leave itself open for an attack later on. It just kind of trips over its own feet. But the one of the two fighting against the landlord of the pub is wielding a pretty big sword. And it catches him pretty good. He's been wounded quite badly in the side, and doesn't look like he'll last much longer. He's been fighting for quite a while. There are already a couple of hobgoblins dead on the bridge, but he's now been pretty badly wounded. Truly, it is your turn.
You guys, there's so many cute creatures in this place. Oh my god, I think I saw like a frog earlier. It was hopping so adorable.
You don't need to give me compliments, but I mean, we need to probably fight these people?
Who?
Okay.
She's too pretty to fight.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
What is up, you people?
Do you have any issues?
Oh my god, I'm bald. Oh god, I keep forgetting that I'm bald.
My only issues are these people. Like, what is going on with all of you?
You guys,
I don't know.
did you guys notice that I'm bald? I'm bald!
Yes! Yes! But did you notice the hobgoblins attacking the town? That's a little bit more important than your bald head at the moment.
They're... Oh, you know what? Hold on, I got just the thing. And Aldous, how many hobgoblins are currently alive and within range?
There are 3 in the... No, one of them just got killed by the barman. So there are 3 currently on the bridge in melee combat. They're probably about 10 or 15 feet further away from you, and about 30 feet away from you are the 2 at the front of the bridge.
She is going to target magic missile at first level at the 2 on the bridge.
Okay, so how are you splitting the 3 bolts? Are you sending all of them at one, or are you splitting them up?
She's going to put 2 towards the like one on the left and then one on the right.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage for the one on the left first, please.
Okay. So that's what is that? That's
so it's D4 plus 1
okay.
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay. That's 1, right? Yes, 1. And that's when I get hashtag. I'm putting these dice back in jail. That's a solid 4 on
The Haztac dice.
Yeah, Haztac dice is going back in jail. I'm sorry, buddy.
Right.
And then on the one on the
Haztac, your dice are bad, and you should feel bad.
yeah, honestly. Thank you for these dice.
Power words, everyone, for the dice.
They're very pretty. They're very pretty. Alrighty, and then the one on the right gets 4. So it's 4 and 4. Oh wait, actually no, that's 5. 5 on the for the one on the right because it's +1.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, absolutely. So I mean, you basically you cast this magic missile, but you're distracted by something. What are you distracted by?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm sitting there, like I cast, and then I'm still kind of touching my head, and then I and then I kind of other hand, and I'm still touching my head, kind of thing, and I'm just my head.
Yeah. So your concentration is basically not the best at this point, and so these two magic missiles kind of basically sort of clip the hobgoblin. It still looks kind of damaged, but then the other one kind of solidly smashes into the hobgoblin more by chance than anything else. Not that you see that, because you're like just literally too busy kind of doing like that. So at that point, we are back to Adrian.
Yes. Okay, so I did. Yeah. Haven't moved forward at all, really. Because I did dodge.
No, you moved forward 30 feet, and then you took a dodge action rather than moving forward any further.
That should put me within. Well, you said they were with 60 feet.
Yeah, so you could get into melee combat with one of them this turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shot at one of them, at least start to weaken them.
Okay.
So the others get into range.
All right. So left one or right one? Which one are you going to charge?
Right one.
Okay, the one on the right. Then we'll get hit by the more accurate magic missile. That's fine. So you charge in and go ahead and take a swing.
20. Plus
okay.
The bonus, that's 26.
Okay, go ahead and roll your D8. You're doing also two-handed, aren't you? So your D10 twice.
Yep. Seven on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 on the second. So 9.
Okay, plus your 4, right?
Yeah.
So 13 altogether. All right. Yeah, you absolutely you kind of run forward, wielding your longsword with your two hands, take an enormous swipe, and you basically this thing has got its longbow out, and it's kind of fumbling, trying to put it away and draw its sword, and you basically cut it in half at the waist, and it just falls to the floor.
Didn't even need the searing smite on that one.
Flash of fire as well as like the corpse basically bursts into flames as it falls into its two halves.
Nice.
Okay, Demea, follow that.
All right.
My lady.
So there's something within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes, the other hobgoblin who had its longbow out and got hit by some magic missiles. So Adrian is currently on the right-hand side of the bridge as you look at it. There's a hobgoblin on the left-hand side of the bridge as well.
Alright, well, I'm gonna sprint up to that hobgoblin. For the love of God. You know what? Demea is so frustrated that she's gonna reach out and touch the thing's, like, grabs the thing's wrist as it's fumbling and use inflict wounds.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm getting a new D20 out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I need to calculate this because math. 22.
Oh no, it's turning into a math stream.
22, that will definitely hit.
Yes! 3d10, bitch! Sorry, I'm a little excited.
I love the way that, like, Aqua normally plays Demea as being, like, quite a good character, but then as soon as you get into combat, she basically turns into, like, evil necromancer cleric. See all of the damage I do to your frail mortal body.
20 damage.
20
Welcome
damage.
to the jungle, baby.
You basically, like, the wounds that kind of got opened up by the magic missile in the armor on its shoulder kind of basically just kind of ripple, like this energy kind of ripples up its arm, and these wounds kind of burst open across its torso, and it just collapses to the floor shrieking and stops moving fairly rapidly. So that one is considerably dead. Okay.
Finally.
Wow. She just slooshed.
Clip that.
Grumbly, it's your turn.
Thank you, sir.
I'm assuming I'm still massively distracted by the curvaceous and hotly bold, truly.
Well, I mean,
Until
that's kind of
Yeah.
your call. I mean, it's up to you what you think is more impressive, you know, charging boldly into combat and oppressing her with your heroic deeds, or being able to describe the exact contours of her ass. You know, which do you think is more likely to win her love?
He just can't stop looking at her, and he's kind of trudging towards the combat.
It's truly so. Actually, the second one is probably going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Booty.
So he trudges towards the combat.
Forward.
In your slow trudging, you have made your way to about 10 feet short of the bridge. So you sort of, if you imagine you're sort of a rough triangle of Demare on the left of the bridge, Adrian on the right, and you're kind of just in the middle of the roadway, staring off to the left, where truly it is now basically, saying that, like, she thinks she may have found some hair behind her ears that didn't fall out or something.
That'd be awkward.
So I'm going to put myself in my defensive stance, ready, just making sure.
Taking your dodge action again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in
That's
case.
Absolutely fine.
But still kind of checking out that hot ass.
Okay. So at that point, the hobgoblins on the bridge, you see there are three of them, and essentially they realize that they're sort of starting to get a bit closed in, and they sort of call out to each other, and one of them kind of takes up a position kind of in the middle of the bridge, kind of where it can reach both the barkeep from the inn and the figure in the armor. And it takes a slash at the barkeep, but because it's kind of moving its position, it's obviously a little bit distracted, and its swipe goes high. The other two basically seem to have taken the decision that they're going to try to break out here, and they both turn around. They leave their respective combats, which does provoke attacks of opportunity. The figure in the armor, like, basically misses his opponent, and the barkeep from the pub is obviously just like a little bit too injured, because his attack on at the back of his opponent just is weak and misses out, despite the fact it's, you know, a big axe and a big swing. He just can't quite get it on target. And both of these hobgoblins essentially come charging down the road across the bridge. And as they crest over the top of the bridge, they basically see to their right two tieflings, one of whom has a bit of a maniacal glint in her eye as she stands over the bloodied corpse of one of their companions. There's another tiefling who is currently like looking around, like pointing like this. But there's two tieflings over there. They look over to their left, and there's a guy with flowing hair, dramatically holding a flaming sword, standing over two halves of one of their companions. And in the middle of the road, there is a dwarf who is staring dreamily off to his left at one of the tieflings. And so they decide that this is probably where they are going to try to punch their way through. So they are both going to run in and try and hit Grumbly with their swords.
Like, our Grumbly, back off.
So the first one is basically takes a big swing, and but because you kind of prepared your dodge action, even though you're staring, I don't know, the power of ass observation or something, like, you know, it brings your arm around and you kind of get your shield in the way of and interpose it in the way of this this hobgoblin's sword. The other one is literally just going to, as you're distracted in combat, try and run straight past you and up the road. So it is going to take the dash action. It's going to try and move 60 feet, but as it runs past you, you are going to get an opportunity attack on it. So you can go ahead and take a swing if you want.
I'm going to try and take its legs out from under it as it's running past.
Right, well, you got to roll to hit first.
Mm.
Now, here's the thing. You can take a regular swing, right? You can take a regular swing, at which point you will do normal damage. Or you can make an attack with disadvantage. Now, if you hit, I'm going to also halve the damage, but I will say that you will halve its movement, so it won't get very far. Because you will have kneecapped it. So it's up to you which of those you want to try.
Yeah, I don't want it to get too far away.
Okay, so you need to make an attack with disadvantage.
I don't know how to do that.
Roll your big D twice
and
take the lowest one.
See, I do know, really. I'm not really
You
in
do.
it, though.
You do.
Damn it, that was a good roll.
No.
Okay. No! 20. Lowest one was 13.
The lowest one was 13. Did you add your bonuses to that?
No, because I never have the screen up. Hold on. What do I need to add to that? An attack?
Yes. The hit DC thing, it says, next to your Warhammer on your character sheet.
Why is my screen changed? Oh, yeah, +5.
+5?
Mm-hmm.
So that 18 total.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's your lowest, then you've done it.
Woo!
Okay, so if you roll D8 +3 for me.
That's a 9 with the 3 on it.
Okay. And so what we'll do, that will be halved down to 5. So you kind of you crack into its kneecap as it runs past you, and it lets out a shriek. It doesn't go down, but you've obviously hurt it, and it basically is now hobbling. So it's not able to complete its dash action. So it's got past you, but only about 10 feet past you. So it hasn't made it very far from the bridge at all.
I need to try and protect my love.
And at that point, it is indeed your love's turn.
Wow. This has been such a cool day, you guys. Honestly, there's so much that's happening. What? Oh, puppy. I just saw Aqua, sorry, whoa, losing her shit, and I'm like, what? It's a baby. Look at the baby. Oh, it's just evolved again.
Sebastian wanted to say hi.
I'm so disappointed now. This stream has just gone to shit. No. I lie you.
Truly, as it's your turn, you can roll a d20 for me, please, because you cast Magic Missile last turn.
I don't understand.
You are a sorcerer and you cast Magic Missile. We need to see if you trigger the Wild Magic table.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ew. It's a 4. Ew.
That's a 4. that is what you needed to trigger the wild magic table.
Oh, good, because being bald isn't fun enough and super duper distracted.
What if the hair
so
grows
good.
somewhere else?
Oh, it's
Look
so
at it this way.
good. It's almost like somebody redeemed tier 2.
Whatever else happens that's terrible, you'll probably forget it straight away. So, I'm going to need you to roll your percentile dice for me.
That's this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is fine. That is 17. No, wait. Oh, wait. No. The 10 is 100, right?
No. Oh,
No.
what are you talking about?
On the
Right, 10 is...
The 10 is...
No, 10 is 10.
Okay, so
And
that's...
0 is 0. Basically, if you
Zero,
roll
zero,
0,
okay,
0,
yes.
and a 0,
Okay.
that's 100.
Oh, okay, yes. So then that's 17.
So if you rolled a 10 and a 7,
Yes.
it's 17. Okay, that is fine. So at last turn, as you cast Magic Missile, you were so distracted by the fact that you didn't have hair and you really wanted hair that you sort of tried to channel a little bit of the magic from the Magic Missile into getting hair back. But it didn't work quite so well, and so instead of the hair sprouting on top of your head, it sprouted like on your chin and on your cheeks, and you grew a fabulous beard, but you got it slightly wrong, and you don't have a beard made of hair, you have a beard made of feathers.
God, that's so hot.
But it looks fabulous. I mean, there's all sorts of colours in there.
What color is my feather
Peacocking
beard?
her face around.
Yeah, is it a peacock feathered beard at least? What
Some
color
of them
is my
could be.
beard?
Dwarf women have such fantastic beards. That's so
She's just gonna be stroking her feather beard and just being like, "This is new."
Oh yeah, that's basically like a dwarf show right there. Oh yeah, stroke the beard.
Oh yeah.
It's...
Suddenly, Grumbly's underpants become even more uncomfortable.
She's just sitting there like, it's so soft. Wait, why? Oh god, feathers. There's feathers on my face. Oh, they feel really cool though. Are they pretty? Oh no. She's sitting
No.
She's going.
No.
She's sitting there like stroking it and becoming more and more frantic, and then she just throws out her hands and casts poison spray at... Wait, how is she close enough to do poison spray at somebody?
No, she would have to move about sort of 20 feet to her right, basically.
All right, then in that case, she's just gonna sit there and just throw a firebolt at the one that's closest to her.
That's fine. That's the one that Grumbly has kneecapped. So you can go ahead and roll to hit.
That is 21. 15 plus 6.
That will hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Eh?
Oh no.
What's it?
Is
That's
that a technical term?
Eh.
Eh.
This feather beard is really fucking up my day, so it's solid 2.
I was going to say, is that the damage, or are you flipping me off? 'Cause,
No.
You know, because in England that could be either of those things.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Very good to know.
Okay. Right. So we're back to Adrian
You guys, this
standing
is the
over
worst.
his
I hate myself. I
standing
hate my
over
life.
his halves of hobgoblins.
Do you guys see my feather beard? Do you guys? Oh my god! Do you see this? Do you see what's happening on my face?
Your feather beard, yes.
Oh no!
To me, it's just
Is that a turkey
gonna
feather?
look over like
Come on! This is not cool, dude. This is not cool. This is not cool.
You're a girl.
She's gonna actually start crying a little bit as she's just feeling her face and her beard. You're just gonna see tears, bald head, tears, feather beard.
Great ass. Oh my god. She's got it all.
This is the worst day of my life. Oh my god.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. The other two moved up, so they're within striking distance now. Correct?
Yeah, one of them is probably about 10 feet to your left fighting with
Right.
Grumbly. The other is about 10 feet past Grumbly down the road away from you.
Away from me, okay.
Yeah, so you probably have to move about 15, 20 feet to catch up to it.
Which is in my range, actually.
It is.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack him.
Okay, that's fine. So you move over to try and stop him getting away. Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit. This would be your second to last round of Searing Smite.
Correct. That's 12 plus the bonus. So 18.
That will just hit.
Oof. Just hit. Okay. And we're gonna roll for damage. 10. That's a 6.
Okay, so... Oh, plus
10. So it's 10 total.
10 all total. So it tries to kind of it hears you coming and it tries to kind of whip round and bring its shield to bear, but you're just a little bit too quick for it and basically plunge your sword through its back, and it falls to the ground with a shriek. Also on fire. There's a lot of fire going on at the moment on this street. There's like 3 buildings on fire. You set 3 hobgoblins on fire. Trudy's chucking firebolts around.
Because that's the solution.
Demea's shooting fireworks over the town
town's
square,
burning down.
essentially
Let's
with
just go
guiding
wild,
bolts.
you know?
So, right, okay. Demea, passes to you.
Well, I've used up all my spells, so I'm just gonna hit the closest thing with a hammer.
Okay, so actually you are about equal distance away from 2 of them. So there is one on the bridge that is still fighting against the townspeople, and there is the one that is fighting Grumbly.
Ooh. She's gonna go for the one attacking the townspeople.
Okay, that's fine. So you kind of run a little ways across the bridge. You're about sort of halfway across.
Sorry, Grumbly. No offense.
Have you seen the beard?
But
it's so gorgeous.
You know what? Never mind. I don't apologize anymore. Oh, fucking hell.
What? What just happened?
8.
8. That is not going to be enough to hit.
Oh, shh.
And at that point, well, okay. And at that point,
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I feel like truly at that point we can break the 4th wall and make an acknowledgement there, right?
Yeah, please.
Oh.
I was just
Hey,
typing in.
Phoenix.
Wow, thank you so much for the raid, Phoenix. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Yes, thank you for doing the shout out, Voodoo. We are doing who? I won't cry.
We're doing D&D.
This actually really fits with Penny's character at the moment. This last couple of sentences.
Do you guys? So here's the to catch you up on where we're at. You know, I'm bald, crying. I have a feather beard, and apparently these guys are killing everybody, and I'm just sitting here sobbing uncontrollably. Thank you all for for joining in on the raid. Yes, thank you so much for being here, Phoenix. For anybody who's here who doesn't know Phoenix Cross, she is a lovely member of the Viva La Dirt League clan, a star in Balin's route. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. Thank you, Voodoo, for gifting a sub. Thank you guys for the follows, much appreciated. Thank you guys for being here. We are going to jump back into session, and we will try to be as interactive with you guys in chat as possible, but when we're in session, we try to stay into the story as much as possible. Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming by.
Yep.
Indeed. So just to catch up the people who are new in, you join us just as our noble adventurers have come back to the town that they've been kind of based in to discover it's being attacked by a fairly large group of hobgoblins. They've been fighting hobgoblins through a mysterious forest for a while, and they are and they've kind of run up to engage. It's gone pretty well so far. Adrian, our paladin, got beaten up by some ninjas because they were apparently hobgoblin monks, but they are both dead now. He's managed to cut one of them in half and set it on fire. Demea, our cleric, who's played by Aqua, basically managed to punch a hole through an Etin with a spell, and killed that giant off in quite short order. And now we are basically trying to mop up the last of the hobgoblin raiding party. This has been made slightly more complicated by the fact that Truly, our wild magic sorceress, played by Penny, has managed through use of wild magic to both make herself bald and also grow a fabulous beard made of feathers. She made our dwarf Grumbly stink incredibly badly, but managed to dispel that effect by now making him fall madly in love with her. So that just about brings you up to speed. And at that point, Truly, it was your turn.
It's actually okay.
Yes.
And who's left alive? You said one on Grumbly still.
We've got one on Grumbly and now one that Demea was fighting. So because she had run for it. Actually, no, sorry.
No,
the
I
raid
killed
has
that.
thrown me off. The last thing that happened was Demea ran up to a hobgoblin and missed it. So it's actually Grumbly's turn.
Okay.
And he has a hobgoblin in front of him that doesn't look particularly happy.
So I'm going to take a good swing at this one that's in front of me then.
All right, go
Then
ahead.
I just kneecapped his friend, and he's obviously
You
not
did
very
a good job of kneecapping his friend.
So we're going to take a swing of my mighty hammer and in true Grumbly fashion, just take a full bore wind at its head and try and take its head off.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
It's not like we have people watching or anything.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So that's what. See, this is where I get newbie again. See, I've got to go to my thing.
You do.
Oh, your thing.
So that's 23 with my +5 out damage, yeah?
Okay,
So 17
yes.
plus 5.
He's learning, everybody. He's rolling the
No,
dice and adding his own
not
modifiers. I don't
learning.
even have to tell him anymore.
No.
Okay, so 23. Yes, absolutely. That will hit. You can roll for damage.
That's my D8.
It is. He even knows which dice are which.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
Nerd.
No going back.
No. Stop
Nerd.
it. I'm going to have 3 showers tonight now.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
Maybe not one of
Never.
you because you're psycho. But
Yeah. Not one of Aqua. She's proper, isn't
Like you're not?
So that's a 6 plus whatever my thing is, because I don't know what that is now anymore.
Yes, you do. Stop trying to deny it.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
Yeah. Next to your Warhammer on your
Stop.
character sheet, where it says D8, it also says D8 plus.
Right. So that's a 9 then. So
It is. There we go. And your reward for having successfully done maths is that you have killed the hobgoblin. So why don't you describe to us how you have killed it?
So he's kind of Grumbly looks over his shoulder at his new love, sort of magnificent peacock feathered beard, glistening in in the flames, and a magnificent bald head. Just brings his his hammer around, and just full winds it into the side of the head, and it just crushes half its face.
Okay.
Oh my
absolutely.
gosh.
And it crumples onto the floor.
What? Oh my gosh, there's so many bones. Oh my gosh. Oh god, my feathers. Oh, my feathers. Oh, that was gross.
After he's kind of lowers his hammer down, he kind of looks around and gives her a bit of a, "How you doing?"
Not good.
Oh my god.
Not good, actually. Not good. Not the best I've ever,
Truly, so that was Grumbly. Truly, it is now your turn. As the last goblin takes a swing at the guys on the bridge but misses. It is your turn, and I'm going to ask you, because you're stood slightly off to the side of the road and you're closer to one of the burning buildings. I'm going to ask you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
Oh no.
Why you gotta do me like that, bro? Ooh, but it don't matter. That's a 19 plus 5. So
Okay,
I'm good.
that's fine. That's fine. You're stood kind of, you notice there's a lot of kind of smoke and ash in the air. It's sort of a little bit tickly on your nose, but you're able to kind of hold off. You feel no need to sneeze at this point. Although you feel like maybe it might, if you stay where you are, make you kind of sneeze at some point. Right, okay. What are you going to do on your turn?
She's not in the best state of mind, and so her distress and anger and frustration and sadness is all gonna bottle up in her head, and she's going to mind spike the F out of the one that Demaya's swinging at.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
That's
so
a wisdom of 14 for you.
Okay. That is a fail, so you can go ahead and roll your damage.
Noise. Wait, that's here. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, don't do me like this now. Okay, well, you can do me like this then. That's an 11.
Okay, so the whole golem basically shrieks and it clutches the sides of its head, and it kind of drops its sword and its shield and collapses to the bridge, dead. And there's a moment of silence as everybody realizes that all of the last enemies have been slain. And in that moment of silence, you can roll a d20 for me twice. So the first one is for regular wild magic. Let's see if we get another trigger. So let's go ahead and roll.
Wait, did somebody redeem wild magic too? Tier 2?
Yes, but you need to roll because you cast Mind Spike. So first of all, you just need to roll a d20.
Who did it? Who did it?
Who did that?
Who did it?
You want to know?
Yes, I do.
I don't remember, but it was a while back.
Who did it? Trey. That's a 5.
It was before raid, so it was a while back. That's fine. So you don't trigger a normal wild magic roll, but you will trigger the wild magic 2 redemption.
Do you guys feel like Truly hasn't been through enough today?
Apparently not.
Oh, come on.
That's always a good sign.
You guys miss duty?
Oh, Duty!
Duty
Is
with
that
a
what's happened?
beard.
Is that what's happened? Duty is back.
Yes. So.
Okay, but so there is. As you cast Mind Spike, there's like this sort of, momentary kind of flash of light as this kind of beam of psychic energy zaps out and strikes the goblin. But in that flash of light, Truly is immediately replaced by her male counterpart, but without hair and with a fabulous feather beard. Grumbly, if anything, this seems to make Truly more attractive to you. So I'm just going to give you a moment to process all of that. Step away. I'll be back in just a second.
So for those that are new to this channel,
chat.
yeah, that's cool move. Cool move, all of you. I'm super excited about this. We've had
five stacked today.
Yeah. It's been interesting.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get some more lemonade because I think I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. Sweet lemonade. So we have truly the sorceress that I play is the source of her magic is called wild magic, and it kind of adds some kookiness to it. But we also have redeemable wild magic that is our homebrewed set as well. So it can be triggered up to 3 times per stream, and it has been triggered all 3 times this stream. And so we have a list up to 20 different things that could potentially happen. And so with the combination of the normal wild magic and then the homebrewed wild magic,
plus the 2 from yesterday that we haven't had a rest.
Yeah. Well, I mean that thankfully kind of ended up fading out with that ended up being too much to stack. But so yeah, my character is normally a beautiful tiefling with beautiful hair, not a beard, shockingly.
Great ass.
You know?
I mean.
So yeah, now she's bald. She has a beard made out of feathers, and she's no longer she is a dude. We've had Truly turn into a dude before, and her male counterpart is we kind of affectionately call Duty. So that might be like a little bit if you're curious as to why.
Hot.
Thanks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bones everywhere. Did you guys notice that like I have a feather beard? This is actually kind of cool. I feel like I kind of rock this.
It's another tiefling.
Bro,
Adrian,
dude.
Adrian.
Come on.
Adrian.
Come on, dude. Dude.
The exact same feathered beard is Truly, and you don't realize that is truly just a dude. Like, we've been over this.
Hey, Adrian, wanna feel my feather beard? Oh, it's the craziest thing, man. It's soft.
It does sound a lot like Truly.
Exactly. You're almost there. You almost understand.
You almost had me, random tiefling guy.
Oh my god. I remember the last time I saw you. You're so dumb.
Dumb, but I was thrusting and busting, tiefling guy.
Yeah, I saw you having sex with a mermaid. That was weird.
Naiad. It was a naiad.
Is she your girlfriend?
No, we stopped talking shortly after.
Oh, hit and quit it. I get it. Yeah.
Hey, dude. Do you have a girlfriend?
Me?
Yes. You're so hot. You're a boy.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Rubs the bald head. Are you hitting on me?
Can I? Do you wanna exchange beard rubs? Maybe over bacon sometime.
That's like dwarven third base right now.
You're gonna see Duty's face just like drop.
I wasn't even drinking tonight, but I might need to.
Bro. Are you? You know I'm Truly, right? I mean, like I'm like a different. I'm like we are one, but also, bro, we're like best friends. What? Bro.
Yeah, but the sort of romantic burning buildings, the beard.
Oh my god, this place is still on fire. You guys, we should probably do something.
What we're trying to do by killing the freaking hobgoblins.
I mean, they're all dead. I mean, look. I mean, they're all dead. There's so much gore around here. Guys, what should we do about this? I think that we should address the fire. Oh my god, did you see that cute squirrel that ran by earlier? It was the cutest thing ever.
Right. This dude bro tiefling kidnapped. Truly, what have you done with our friend?
Whoa, I feel like friend is a strong word for you to use, personally, for you. Dude?
How would you know, random tiefling?
Adrian, make an insight check for me, please.
Sure, yeah.
What do your spider senses tell you?
That's a 20.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a 20.
you're pretty sure from the way that they keep insulting you, you're pretty familiar with these kinds of insults because Truly's like insulted you a lot. So
A couple times.
Yeah, you're pretty convinced at this point that Demea has been telling the truth. She seems fairly trustworthy.
I absolutely think you kidnapped. Wait. That's Truly, everybody.
Oh, shit. I mean,
Dude.
good for you. You figured
Dude,
it out.
come on,
can't
buddy. I'm
believe you-
actually
none of
kind of
you-
proud of
oh
you
my-
now.
none-
I'm
none of
actually
you
kind of
even knew
proud of you.
this?
Let's come
None
on.
of you knew this.
Bring it in, dude.
God.
Bring it in. Come on, I'm proud
Oh
of
my
you
God.
on that
It's,
one.
you know, it was definitely the spider senses that are telling me that. This is why you guys couldn't figure it out.
Oh,
You couldn't
you know
figure it
what?
out.
I take it back, dude. I
Oh.
take it back. You don't get a high five. I'm not proud of you.
It's
You're
oh,
such
I
a
think
douche. It's not a thing. Dude, it's not
My
a thing.
rolls
Come on.
weren't so-
It is.
If my rolls weren't so shitty this evening, I would go smack him in the back of the head. But I know I'm just gonna frickin' miss.
No, you'd roll a 20 and kill him. That's basically.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Just spark him clean out.
Oh dear.
dude, he
One
walks
time
up
she
to
rolls good today.
dude, he walks up to Demea and he's just like, "You're cute," and he's just like kind of stroking his feather beard.
Okay, listen.
I mean,
And Demea's gonna awkwardly try not to put her hands on his chest and kind
Demay,
of
you
look
know
away.
that's Truly, right? You know that.
Adrian, I'm not even gonna get in with it. I'm not getting into it. With
I
you
hope
right
so.
now.
I mean, that's
I
Truly.
am
You should probably
most
not get inside.
definitely a man. I am most definitely a man.
Demea,
Listen.
where would Humphrey be at this point, Demea?
Humphrey, I think, hangs out on like the top of her head, like hanging onto her hair.
Alright,
And she
that's
does
fine.
these things.
Doody, I'm going to ask you to make another con save for me, please.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
15.
That's fine. You can carry on talking to Demea as normal.
But yeah, so Demea's gonna just hold Truly's shoulder and be like, Truly, I understand you seem very confused at the moment.
Got a lot of big things on my mind. Big things on my mind.
Is one of them me?
Listen, we have
Bro!
bigger things. Truly, dear God, truly, listen. We have bigger things to worry about right now. I don't know all that's happening right now. You're making me kind of really uncomfortable. Let's just, why don't you go look at the fire again?
I mean, maybe we could stand by it together and let the heat, do its thing that builds,
Dear God, no.
We could talk about that frog I found earlier. It was a really cute frog. It was hopping and everything, Chased it.
Maybe go find it. Go try to find it. How about
You know what? What if I brought you the frog and maybe the frog and Humphrey could be like friends, I'll go find the frog for you.
Sure.
Yeah, alright.
Okay. Demea, make a
Why am I
perception
with
check
you?
for me, please.
Why am I with these people?
You just gonna leave me hanging?
14?
14. Okay. As Duty, having been slightly creepy, walks away from you towards the
Duty's
two
like
burning
waiting for the high
buildings
five
across the way.
and he's not even
Oh,
tired
really?
because he's got
Okay.
such muscles, you know, like he's
Okay.
no high five. All right, I'll go find the frog.
So, having turned around to go get the frog, you notice as he moves towards the burning buildings, scouring the ground intently for a frog, that a little ways beyond him, one of the figures on the ground near to those burning buildings does seem to be moving slightly.
Oh.
The buildings are moving?
Oh, God.
No. Squirrel.
Yep.
Demea's gonna go up to this person kind of cautiously because in all the chaos, it's like I don't know whose side this person's on.
Okay, that's fine. You make your way over and you find on the ground like a pretty severely injured looking Goliath male, and he basically sort of stretches a hand out. He appears to just be dressed in kind of ordinary working clothes, and he sort of stretches his hand out towards you as if kind of asking for help.
Since I'm all out of spells, I guess I'll do a medicine check on him.
Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Oh, I really hope I don't like trip on him and hit him with my hammer. Is medicine one of the skills? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
20! A dirty 20!
Okay. Yeah, you can see that he's obviously been pretty severely injured, but you don't think he's in any like immediate danger of dying. He obviously needs some pretty he's going to need some pretty significant recovery time, but you reckon you definitely can, but you able to kind of like, you know, staunch the flow of the blood from any of the wounds, you know, kind of bind up the injuries, that sort of thing, get him stable. As you're doing this, various bits of the building that you are near, because he's obviously kind of run out of one of these buildings and then been involved in this fight, it would seem, and he's sort of groaning, you know, at you, and are sort of collapsing in, you know, so this building does not seem like it's going to last much longer, and you are right next to it.
In that case, I'll then also try to drag him out of the way, just in case.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check for me, please. You can make it an athletics check, actually, if you want.
Either way, 10.
Okay. You are not able to move. You're able to kind of pull this person about like a couple of feet before you basically slip over and land on your ass. Essentially, you know, you're trying to pull like about a 350-pound person who is too injured to help you very much, other than sort of feebly pushing themselves along with one foot and groaning a bit.
Can Grumbly come over and help?
Grumbly can come over and help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Grumbly
Demea's like, which
feels
one of
like,
these people can help me? But yes, Grumbly can.
Grumbly feels like
Grumbly.
this is a good task for a muscly dwarf to come over and impress the rather handsome tiefling dude with the magnificent beard. So Grumbly's just going to trot over and help Demea.
Okay, that's fine. Between the two of you, you are able to kind of pull this the Goliath sort of to the center of the road pretty easily, and get him kind of laid there.
Do you guys need help? Do you guys?
No. Go
He
find the
just
frog.
starts doing squats, you know, like just to show Just lunge, lunge.
Adrian, what are you doing at this point?
I'm also gonna search for the bodies around the bridge.
Okay. I mean,
Those
you
that aren't
set
on
most
fire.
of them on fire.
Yeah, I know.
should probably point that out.
There's probably a couple that aren't on fire.
There are. There's
Money
there's-
doesn't. Coins
there's
don't
one-
burn. Coins
there's one-
don't burn, Adrian.
there's one that Grumpy killed.
Duty is now trying to do push-ups because he's forgotten that he's looking for a frog, so he's doing push-ups. Just.
Oh. Oh.
So what did you want me
It's
to
like
roll?
it's not even hard. Why do people complain? Oh my god!
There's a pill
I'm
for-
gonna-
there's a pill for that, Duty.
I'll ask you to roll investigation for me, please.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay.
And investigation. Oh, nope. That is 11.
That's 11. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. On a couple of them, you find some purses of silver coins. You find 15 in total.
15. Nice.
Okay, it's alright. Just eat it, honey. Daddy, no thank you.
That is in the bodies that are in and around the bridge, of course. That's
Yeah.
just the regular hobgoblins.
Don't put your foot up.
Cute.
You can obviously go further afield and search some of the other bodies that were further back down the road if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down further down the road.
Okay, that's fine. You go ahead and roll investigation again then when you get there to on the bodies of the two ninja people.
That is a 14.
Okay, that's fine. With that investigation check, you are skilled enough to notice that the giant Etin that you killed is only wearing a loincloth and therefore is unlikely to be concealing anything odd that you would want to find.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the loincloth to give it to Truly as a blanket when she doesn't suspect it.
Okay, that's fine. As you, I'm going to ask you to make a dexterity check for him, please.
Lunge. Lunge.
18.
Okay, as you pick up the loincloth, you notice that there's a large and interesting collection of lice and fleas and other nasty things infesting this loincloth, which are currently scurrying across the loincloth towards your hand that's gripping it. With your 18 on your dex check, you are able to drop it before they get there, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go.
Okay, that's fine. You drop the loincloth in the street near to the now naked body of the Etin, which I'm sure everyone is very grateful for, and turn to investigate the bodies of the two monks that were attacking you. I've been calling them ninjas, but they are in fact monks. So you end up investigating their bodies. They are clothed in fairly tight-fitting black wrapped clothing. The masks on their faces appear to be made of iron, and they are painted red. But other than that, they don't appear to actually be carrying anything other than each of them at the sort of top left of their chests, where their robes kind of like all coil together and bind up. They are each wearing a brooch in the shape of a wolf's head that appear to be made out of gold.
Adrian! Hey, Adrian! When you're done being all greedy about, the goods and stuff, do you wanna work out? And, build up them pecs a little bit?
I want to work out.
Yeah, let's do some squats.
You know what?
Some push-ups.
You go. I'm gonna just keep,
You're looking a little
this
puny
stuff?
there, dude. Come on, let me help you out.
At this
Yeah,
point,
Somebody else just gonna
Grumbly, go
watch
do
over
squats.
this
Go.
Goliath.
I'll help. DeMeo with this. If you want to go do squats with
Grumbly just sort of drops to one side and onto one hand and starts doing one-handed push-ups whilst eyeing up Duty.
What?
Yeah.
Dude! That's amazing!
All right. Grumbly, go ahead and make a performance check for him. Let's see how good you are at impressively doing one-handed push-ups.
Is this my big D time again?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's a 1.
Do you have a bonus? If you look at the center of your sheet? For performance?
Athletics, yeah, +5.
That's a net 1
6.
+ 5, so it's a 6.
6 altogether. So Grumbly, you're on 5 hit points at the moment, and you're also wearing full armor.
4 hit points.
4 hit points, sorry. And you're also wearing full armor, and you took an arrow in like your left shoulder earlier. Yeah. So you rather foolishly decide that you're going to show how like brave and tough you are by attempting to do one-handed push-ups on your left arm. At which point you basically manage like a pretty shaky 1, and then you're just like, no, I'm okay, and then you go for 2, and it just doesn't happen.
Oh man. You know what, bro? You'll get it. Just like keep trying. Like, I believe in you. You just gotta eat, all the healthy things, and you'll get there, man. You'll get there. It's all good.
Do you want to help me up?
I mean,
why is Trudy suddenly invested in working out because she's a dude?
Because it's not. I was gonna say because it's a different tiefling, but it's not.
No,
you finally figured it out.
You know
I'm
what
so
it
proud
is?
of you.
You know what it is?
Come on, bro. I got you.
Saw me with the naiad and had to hit the gym to get, because jealous. That's all. Trying to get more naiads. That's all. That's what it is.
We could do with some naiad juice around here. Put these fires out.
Naiad juice.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, at this point, the over the sort of the crackling of the flames and the and sort of thunks of collapsing bits of timber from the buildings around you, you hear a shout from the bridge, and it's the person in the full suit of armor that you don't recognize. His head is bare. He's got sort of like a black moustache that kind of trails down towards the bottom of his chin, and he has sort of long black hair sort of scraped back from his forehead, and he sort of stands on the sort of the very crest of the bridge with his shield in one hand, his sword in the other, and he kind of and he shouts out to you, and he says, "Adventurers, the buildings are lost. Move away before you sustain injury from the collapsing beams. Come, there are wounded to tend to in town."
Who are you?
And he turns away and he moves back towards the barricade.
Who's this guy to tell us what to do? Am I right?
And Demay's just sighing long and deeply. And looking at this Goliath and hoping that maybe this guy is some semblance of smart and sane.
I take offense to that.
It's offense is intended, dude. Offense is intended.
Hey, Dudy. Do you want to give me a hand?
Oh, yeah, of course, dude. Come on.
I'm quite badly injured.
Oh, man, come on.
Put my arm around Dudy and kind of feel all the sort of muscles around the six-pack.
At this point, the Goliath on the ground kind of feebly sort of gestures to you, Demea, as if he's sort of beckoning to you, like he kind of wants to say something, but he's too weak to say it very loudly.
Demea's gonna lean in.
I feel like that Goliath is getting fresh.
He sort of, with a great effort, he kind of tilts his head off the ground and says to you, "Are they always like this?"
Gonna go, kind of pat his shoulder and be like, "Unfortunately, yes."
He sort of reaches up and he squeezes your hand in what's probably a comforting way.
Thank you. you.
You guys, so are we like going to help people out, or I kind of gave up on the frog. Sorry, Demaya. Sorry. I mean we
Just go follow the dude. Go follow the dude. He might be able to direct you and how people need help. Just go over there. I'll tend to this guy. Just go over there.
We might want to go together. Wait, hold on.
Just go.
I'll follow him.
Go.
But if you need help with the big dude, I've kind of got big muscles. I could probably help him. I can stretch the legs a little bit. He probably if you just bend the leg. You know, it's like you have to be careful about how you help them stretch.
I got it. Just please go. Yeah. Follow that guy, please.
You don't want to injure him further.
The cleric, I think I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Please follow that dude.
All right. I'll come back.
Some medical help, please.
I'm gonna put you next to the Goliath because you're gonna be probably better not walking because I'm gonna be walking.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Mucky.
You can? Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and use Cure Wounds on Grumbly. That's not a problem.
Duty is going to fall off where the guy was.
He'll probably just irresponsibly spend his hit points on like push-ups or something.
That's that's an 11.
Okay, so yeah, Grumbly, you get 11 hit points back.
I'm trying not to do push-ups, but I'm just going to kind of keep looking at this handsome, athletic tiefling
who's kind of confidently walking off in the direction where the guy in the armor was, and towards that direction.
And suddenly the tiefling's ass looks even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, as you're just about to cross over the bridge, Doody, a particularly strong gust of kind of wind blows some more smoke and ash over towards you. So I'm going to ask you to make one more con save for me, please.
15.
Okay, absolutely. You made of pretty stern stuff. It does nothing to you. You're able to cross the bridge without incident.
I am quite capable of protecting myself. You know, my muscles actually keep the smoke from going into my lungs.
What?
It's those nose workouts.
Not a thing. It's not a thing. It's as his spider powers. Giant ox nostrils.
I'm gonna finally say it. That's not a thing.
Put the flame of fire out with your massive muscly nostrils.
Expel the smoke.
Her snot, her snot hands or whatever.
Okay, so I'm assuming that as Doody makes his way over the bridge, the rest of you are following? I mean, I know that Grumbly's following, because Grumbly's not going to resist an opportunity to follow, right?
Remaya's just going to take her time with this Goliath. She feels that she wants to really make sure he's stable, and she's going to kind of hang back with him for a little bit and let the others go ahead.
I'm going to make sure that these two don't get into any trouble with their workouts. So I will follow Grumbly and Doody.
Okay, that's fine. You make your way back over the bridge. There's a sort of ramshackle barricade of crates and barrels that's been sort of hastily thrown up at the front of this bridge. But there's been a couple of the crates have sort of been pushed aside to create a gap in the middle. You can see over sort of in the middle of the square that the figure, the tall figure who spoke to you in the suit of armor, is talking with the town master, in kind of the middle of the square near the well, and near to the barricade, you can see sort of off to one side, sort of slumped up against the barricade. There are a couple of people who've obviously been killed by arrows. They're not necessarily members of the town that you recognise. There's one of them that you recognise as being the half-elven barmaid from the pub, is kind of slumped against the back of the barricade with like a wound in her shoulder. She's looking quite pale and she's being
Judy goes to her first.
But that's fine. She's also being tended to by the halfling barmaid from the bar. Off to the right hand side of the barricade, the dragonborn barmaid from the bar is tending to the barkeep, the owner of the bar, who's obviously been in the midst of the fighting, and for all he's a pretty big burly man, he's obviously taken some pretty solid hits during that fight as well. You can also see right over on the far side of the square, you can see people, and one of them you think might be Faradin, but you can't quite make him out because he's right over the far side of the square. But it looks like they were essentially a big crowd of people kind of in the sort of the grounds of the town master's house behind the metal gate, and he's kind of, and there's someone at the gate there kind of talking to the crowd of people. What would you guys like to do?
Duty goes to the barmaid that is has, I guess, like you said, she had like a wound in her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna kind of walk up and be like, "Looks like you could use a little bit of pressure in that wound. Would you like some help?"
Go ahead and make a persuasion check or a performance check, whichever you prefer.
That's 19 plus 6.
On persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
Okay, the halfling looks up at you and basically says, "Yes, you'll do. Come here and put pressure on the wound."
And he's actually going to take it seriously and put pressure behind, and he's going to kind of look into, try and get her eyes, and he's going to be like, "You're going to be okay. We got this. You're going to be all right."
The half-elven barmaid kind of meets your eyes for a moment and kind of sort of nods and kind of, firms her kind of jaw, and obviously looks like she's sort of gritting her teeth and making sure she gets through it, while the halfling barmaid kind of busies bandaging her shoulder up. What are the other three of you gonna do? You've obviously got this wounded Goliath in your care, but you're free to do other stuff as well.
Can we drag him over to where the other townsfolk are?
Where do you mean? I mean, are you going to rest him up against the barricade where these other wounded people are, or are you going to try and drag him clear across the square to where everybody else is? What are you
gonna... I don't know. We need to help this dude. I'm looking at the healers of the group.
I mean, he's pretty stable right now. We should be careful about moving him, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring him to where everyone else is, where all the supplies are.
I guess I will help Demeo with that as the other healer of the group.
And you, Sir Grumbly, your shoulder is too messed up. No, you're right.
No, you stay with Duty.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Duty, yeah.
So I'm gonna Grumbly's gonna go and position himself in a place where he can watch Duty flex his muscles by putting pressure on this wound.
All right, and so at that point, as we've got Duty and Grumbly helping one wounded person, and we've got just a few feet away Demea and Adrian helping another wounded person. What we're going to do is we're going to finish our session there, and we're going to deal with the aftermath of the fight in our next session.
Now that was
which, Penny, correct me if I'm wrong, is going to be on the 27th.
I believe so.
We've got a week hiatus, I'm afraid, while we're all kind of tied up with other stuff. but we'll be back on the 27th, which is a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
I think
guys.
we're gonna be back to our Friday schedule.
Yeah, we're gonna, once August is up, we're gonna be back into the normal Friday routine of, all our sessions are gonna kind of go back to normal. With obviously life happens, and so sometimes we have to reschedule things and move things around, but we're gonna do our best to kind of stick to it. This was so much fun, guys. Thank you guys all for being here. Raiders, for those that are still here, thank you so much for sticking around and joining us on this adventure. We meet pretty regularly. We are going to take a wee bit of a break. And again, August 27th will be our next session. Thank you so much for the players. Yes, we have amazing players. We have an amazing DM. I had so much fun with this. I cannot wait to see what comes into the D&D channel.
With extra time, too.
With extra time, yeah. All the time in the world. All the inspiration. From two different sessions.
So if you're not in Penny's Discord, then please do make sure you join it and go and have a look at the awesome submissions in the art channel there. Also, if you're new and this was the first session you saw, don't forget to go and check out the YouTube channel, which has been linked in chat, where you can go and catch up on previous sessions and see all of the stupidity that this lot have made me suffer through so far.
No, you know what? Let's give credit where credit is due, and chat redeeming all the wild magic that they possibly can, and making us dance like shit.
Yeah.
Today was just
unreal. That was so hard to keep maintaining everything that I was like, I'm supposed to be distracted. I'm supposed to have a feather beard. I'm supposed to be bald. I'm supposed to be a dude.
Act natural.
Hot.
Yeah. And super duper irresistible. Hot. And a total bro. Because I guess that's where I went with Duty. Because I was like, well, the first time you saw Duty, he was kind of in caveman mode. He could only get one or two things out at a time, he couldn't speak very much. So this time I was just like, I'm gonna just lean into the bro, because his name is Duty, so I was just like, I'm gonna be bro.
Yeah.
So he's Duty bro?
Is that session 4 that did?
I think that was the first appearance,
Distinctly possible,
yeah. Whenever I was having sex with a naiad, I think that might have been
session 4, guys, go and watch it.
Like all the time.
If they're wet enough, apparently,
God, that was just the weirdest response. You're like, you're not wet enough for me, so no, I'm not attracted to you. I was just like,
you're not basically a river.
I had no response to that whatsoever. I was just like,
fair, very, very fair.
What do I say to that? I was at a complete loss. We appreciate all the art. If you're new, you've been seeing art kind of cycle through on the screen, kind of in the center of the screen. That's from previous sessions. After each session, people will make a submission. There's also our regular character art that's in there. That will be there every stream. But we take out all the art that's submitted from the last one, and we put in all the recent submissions, and it will cycle on to our next...
Not just art, we've had song submissions, which have, today have blown our heads completely off.
Like the lyrics that are up right now, those are the lyrics to the songs.
If you're creative,
go to Discord, give them a listen if you haven't already.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Fantastic.
They're great.
Absolutely fantastic.
A lot of talented people in this community.
Yeah. Ridiculously talented people.
Thank you guys. Yeah, honestly. I'm going to actually be jumping into a raid. We're raiding somebody completely new, but I just found them, you guys, and they're doing Star Trek D&D. Star Trek D&D. I'm like... So, yeah, I'm really excited. Please stick around for the raid.
Penny drop right there, yeah.
It is a penny drop, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly. I'm like all for this. I'm super stoked to see... Yeah.
They knew.
It's like, and oh my god, their layout is all Star Trek. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you guys for being here. Had a VR Star Trek game.
Really appreciate
it. Thank you. Thank you all. Your favorite moments.
Yes, please submit your favorite moments in Discord. There's a Time of the Wolf channel for it. however you like. Our penis trap finally. Yep. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the laughter and awesome comments you guys make all throughout the stream. It really makes us super happy. Thank you to this beautiful team that we have as always. I'm gonna shoot the raid over. And you guys, I will see you on Thursday for my next stream. I'm taking a day off and I'm gonna sleep through it. Bye guys.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.